This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the King team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Here we go. Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You look at this Packers defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. There's defense for the Packers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
3rd and 12. On the draw, it's Judkins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. When you look at this Browns defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Track and 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. Down to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Sanders. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go now.
Here's Sanders. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3rd and 8. Throwing, Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again, it's Sanders. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Up the middle they go. It's Malone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st down, Cleveland.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inside run with Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Come on.
1st down, right back to Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He finds his, but I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover. If you give them the football,
and now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be a Packers first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure on him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you. I would actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they saw a few tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Ready?
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Liking 18. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
19 tight. Come on. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he went right back to Allen. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down.
34 yards. And the Browns first down.
Now Sanders. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it. Let's go.
Sanders to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Trap 60. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That escapes the sand. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go. Stack. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. He finds his target, Allen. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. Good footwork at the 30.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
To throw is Sanders. He's got Allen. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Hey, check this. Check up. Ready. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Cowboy 80. Bring it.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready,
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 61 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. From the gun, it's Shedeur. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. They're going to go for it.
18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Give up the middle. Jenkins. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man there is Malone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And just shutting him off there. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
27, Browns 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Dances by it. Not some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. and a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And now an audible here into something else. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Mustang 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
34, Browns 27.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Drop all 80. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Once again, Jenkins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold them to no gain.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
And it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
7 Pirates. Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Come on. Hey. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Malone. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Okay,
They
ready?
need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Sanders. Caught by Allen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Packers 60, Packers 60.
Gain of 12. 1st down.
They run the counter. Malone. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Sanders to throw. This is caught. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 34.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
5-yard line.
Shut up. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play.